I messed up.
I didn't even notice it.
3, 2, 2901 Productions and 48 Media presents to you another round of Ab-So-Lute. I am Marlon Copeland.
I almost forgot my damn name for a second. Excuse me, I've been drinking. This your man Eric. I had a little couple of glasses of Saggy before you got here.
Do you think people still drink Alizé?
Man, I ain't heard that name in so long. I think people stopped drinking Alizé when more kids with that name started being born. Then alcohol was being sold.
What was that? And anybody that knows me know I hate Steve Harvey. But what was the girl? What's her name on the show? Cedric the Entertainer's girlfriend. Something Alizé Jenkins.
I know you talking about. I can't remember. I don't remember her character's first name.
Yeah, but I'm not a Steve Harvey fan.
She was Regina's secretary or something like that, wasn't she?
Yeah. And I make no apologies for that not being a Steve Harvey fan. Don't like him.
I don't know the guy.
Well, I don't know him personally, but what I do know about him, I don't like him.
I still watch Family Feud though.
I can't. You know what? I can't even watch Family Feud. Can't. I'd rather than bring back
I don't know,
Al from Home Improvement. I can't stand him, man.
Some of those people on there be coming up with some dumbass answers.
I can't watch it. You know, one thing about me, like if I don't like you, you gonna know it. I will be respectful, but I cannot be fake. I don't like him. We would have to sit down and talk, and he would have to listen to me, and I'll listen to him. That's the only way we can ever get over that. But until then, fuck him. Fuck
about
books.
about
fuck
what though? Is it his persona, the way he?
I feel like he comes off as holier than thou. He's exploited black people to make a shitload of money, and I don't knock his hustle per se, but at the same time, I don't feel like you should. I feel as if Steve Harvey comes off almost like a mega church pastor. Trying to tell you what to do, what not to do, how to do this, how to do that, and I don't like it.
Oh, did this come up? Was it always like that with you, or was it like after he had that book about Think Like a Man, and then he
kind of started before
his wife or some shit like that?
Yeah, like it kind of started a little bit before the book. The book was like it cemented it for me, and then I just feel like he exploits black people. Look, if you like I read somewhere where they said that Jews consider black people liquid gold because they know they're gonna make a truckload of money off of us. And we just watched a little snippet of something saying that Asians hold money in their community for 28 days, Jews and
26, and whites 21,
and we hold it for 6 hours.
Yeah. Shout out to Killer Mike and that Trigger Warning on Netflix. Watch it if you haven't.
So if to me, I don't mind you making money off your own community because it's all about a hustle. We all, like if you got it's supply and demand. If you have supply, and it's in demand, you're gonna make a profit. I understand that, but to me, don't try to preach to people who how to do this and how to do that. I don't believe in that. I think you should always be true to yourself, and I don't think that he's true to himself. Then I didn't like. Bernie Mac is one of my favorite comedians of all time, and the whole situation with him beefing with Bernie Mac and trying to shot like what's the word I'm looking for, like trying to like shun him and stuff on certain things. Look it up, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Just not a fan.
No, okay. Yeah, I don't. And I don't want to say anybody who knows me knows this, but my attention span when it comes to paying attention to other people is so, not all people, but if I don't know you personally, it's hard for me to keep up with a lot of the things that you're doing. You know what I mean? Especially celebrities. If celebrities walk right past me on the street, I wouldn't know you from a can of paint.
That's
like,
not true. I'm sure if certain celebrities walk by you.
Anybody from Bone Thugs and Harmony, I know who they were.
Okay. Tip.
Yeah, T.I.
Luther Vandross.
Luther Vandross walked past me on the street, boy. I shit bricks. I be shitting bricks, boy.
Oh,
That's
shit.
not. Man, I forgot what I was actually about to make a point about.
You about to say you just don't pay the motherfuckers no attention, basically.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you have to really do something significant that impacted my life for me to be like, oh, that's such and such. Like now, I used to see a lot of celebrities in the airport, but when I was working there, I actually had, let me see, I remember Montel Jordan walked
Big tall man.
walked up on me one time, and I took his bag, put him on a conveyor belt, sent it down to wherever they went, so they could be taken to the front of the airport, and you could pick them up, coming off of an international flight. And I had no clue who he was until he walked off, and one of the chicks that I was working with came up and said, "Was that Montel Jordan?" I said, "I don't know."
Damn, you didn't say, damn, he's kind of tall?
No. But there was a time where T-Pain came through the airport, and I was like, man, look at the fake ass T-Pain.
I remember you telling me that.
Look at the fake ass T-Pain coming over here. And he was wearing that. He was in that phase where he was wearing those big tall hats at the time. Those circus people hats or some shit.
Yeah.
And that's what prompted me to say what I said. And he walked up, and I was like, oh shit, I guess it is T-Pain. And I didn't really try to converse with him or anything like that. I took his bags, put him on a conveyor belt, and he had this big ass case of Louis the 13th. And I said, I hate to tell you this, bro, but they ain't gonna let you go through security with that.
And he should know that he travels all the time.
He kind of chuckled a little bit and was like, all right, we'll see. I said, all right, we'll see. And he tried to go through TSA. And sure enough, about 5 minutes later, he come walking his happy ass on back.
What did he say to you?
I said, I told you. He had to package it up and put it in like these little plastic tubs that they had to sit it in. And we sent it down the conveyor belt. I was like, you can pick it up in the front. I said, try to say, hey, man. Like, it's funny when people think they know more than the employees that have to do this shit every single day.
He's rich in his mind. I mean, he got money, right?
Yeah, but you can also, well, I guess not if you're coming from another country. You ain't flying private jets, so you kind of have to come back through with everybody else. But still, I mean, if you fly a lot in and out of the country or coming back through Atlanta, then you should know the process. Back then, it's a little bit different now, but back then you should have known if you travel a lot. But I don't know. I remember it was one time Beyonce came through the airport from an international flight, and
was it Legos?
Nah, it wasn't Legos. I didn't even see her. I think they took her like some back way, some shit. But everybody was like, "Oh, Beyonce coming," and all this other shit. And I was like, "Okay, she coming to help pay your bills or some shit."
Would you want to be that famous?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
I would not want to be that famous.
I mean, cause I'm a homebody. I like to go out and be with my family and hang out and stuff. But for the most part, I be in the house. I'm not out and about like that.
I agree. If I was like a high level celebrity, I probably would be like Eddie Murphy. I would be a recluse, just sit in the house.
I mean, I think I would be able to get away with. Nah, I just have one of those faces type thing, cause there's nothing distinguishable about my face to make people like, oh, that's such and such. If I was like mega famous or some shit. So, and then I'd probably be the one to get a. Oh, you look tall on TV. Shut the fuck up.
Silence, bitch. You know what was funny though? I remember one time. This happened twice. I was in the mall one time, and this girl came up to. I was talking to. I think I told you about this. I was talking to the King of Camden. He had saw me in the mall, and this girl came up to both of us, and we were talking, and she's like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "Oh, here she go with that Kanye shit, right?" Mm-hmm. She's like, "You're that guy that's in Ab-So-Lute."
Oh, word?
Yeah. I think I'd tell you that. Mm-mm. Yeah. So she was like, she's like, "Oh, I love your music and blah 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 blah. Come out there and watch you perform and so on and so forth. You and the other guy." I was like, "Cool, well, thank you." And then Whatchcott was like, "Yeah, you coming up, man," and all this shit. I was like, and then it happened another time. What's that? Cascade, it used to be My Brother's Keeper.
MBK up
there. But it wasn't My Brother's Keeper then. I just remember that name. But that place, I don't know if I got there before you got there. And as I was waiting in line, this girl, oh my God, she's like, "Hey, you're the guy from Ab-So-Lute. I love your music, blah, blah, blah." So that's happened twice.
Yeah, I tell you the people person, man. You had that persona to talk to people, so you would probably always be the more memorable between the two of us.
But you were the more talented one.
Yeah, talent don't mean shit if people don't know who you are. Like, look at all these R&B singers. All they know is the person who sing the song. They couldn't tell you who wrote it.
Bro, I was looking at what was that? I was looking at Slim from 112, with the thing he did for Kanye.
Slim ain't Slim no more.
Ooh, he need to change his name. Name Medium. I was like,
he did what for Kanye?
So 112 serenaded Kim via FaceTime.
That was whack.
For Kanye.
Kanye, man, you got too much damn money, dude, to have folks serenading your wife on FaceTime.
Well, that's what they did. I
Fuck
said,
out of here with that.
I didn't even. I kept saying, "Is that Deron?" He was like, "No, that's Slim." And then I heard him like, "Oh, that shit." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that is him." I'm like, God damn, he got away more than me.
Like, hit that note one time. Nigga, that ain't you. That ain't you. It is me. Hit that note in.
Bro, I was really surprised.
I don't know, man. That's one thing that I would probably always go all out for. My girl probably wouldn't like it. But if I was like mega rich, not even mega rich, just like financially, like could do whatever the hell I wanted to do.
Yeah, I think anybody. Well, I know I would too. I would do like nice things and stuff like that.
I wouldn't like, "Hey, can you FaceTime such and such?"
Well, I think they were going. I don't know the whole story, but I think they just saw each other like in the airport or some shit. I don't know.
You would have been better off paying them to write your wife a song just for her, or some shit like that.
True.
Because then she'll always have that.
Well, she did say, "This is the best day of my life."
I'm like, I would be like, "The fuck you mean by that?"
What about our kids, bitch? Nah, I'm joking.
I heard like kids and marriage supposed to come before 112 serenade you on FaceTime.
For Deron and Medium serenade you.
Deron and Slim Thick.
Oh shit, that's funny.
I don't know. I guess if it's just like one of those things where you're like, oh, they not busy, or they like, cause you have to catch all of them at the same time.
Cause all of them wasn't there. How many people in 112? Is it 4, right? Or was it 3?
Nah, it's 4.
Deron, Slim,
Q, like Slim,
Q.
Deron.
Yep. So Q wasn't there. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, I got a question for you. Jagged Edge or 112?
Man, 112 all day.
Me
fuck
too,
out of
man.
Here with Jagged Edge and all that goddamn song that sounded like. I know you supposed to look. Don't get me wrong. 112. Jagged Edge made some hella good songs.
They did.
They won me as a fan when what was that? That Gotta Be song came out.
I gotta be there.
Yeah.
When you, okay. Yeah.
They won me as a fan when that song came out.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I always like, you know what I mean, they alright. But when that song came out, I was like, that's a dope ass song. I was a fan after that. But you cannot tell me that all of their songs don't sound exactly the same.
They do. They do.
Yeah,
I like 112 better.
I do too. It's just, I mean, it's no competition for me.
But I remember years ago they did a poll. I think it was 97.5 at the time. I don't even think it was 107.9. But they did a poll and like in a fucking landslide, Jagged Edge won.
I'm gonna need 107.9 to redo that poll.
Well, I will
it
say
was probably rigged.
Well, 112, no, not 112. Jagged Edge probably have more mainstream hits, but I just think overall quality and talent, I would say 112 was more talented.
Yeah, I believe so.
Even though I got tired of Slim, and all that shit. Like, he would do that every song.
I did feel like he did not have to sing majority of their songs, but they did. Like, their catalog to me is a lot better than Jagged
I
Edge.
enjoy their catalog better.
Yeah. Man, I had this 112 CD that no matter, I played that shit so much, it just became like drastically scratched up. And I still tried to play that shit. Cupid. And it was always this one song that I played on there, and every time it got to this specific part, it just fucked up every single time. And I always started from the beginning and hoped it would play past that part, and it never did.
That's hilarious. I'm team 112.
Well, the players well. It's Room 112, for those who don't know. Didn't they get their name from
the club 112, because Diddy met them outside of 112.
I thought that. I didn't even want to believe that, because that's kind of like...
it's like it was a rush.
Right.
What am I do with you guys? What's your guy's name?
112. I'm like, ain't that like trademarked already or something? I mean,
It's like, this is funny. I remember I was watching probably one of them shows where they like do the history of a music group. So High
like
Five.
Unsung or something?
Yeah, so like High Five had like their symbol. It was like, I forgot how it looked, but it looked like it said HIV. So the person was like, nah, get rid of that shit. It's like, nah, yeah. They had to change it. It was hilarious though. Like when
they had the H, the I, and then a Roman numeral 5.
I think so. It's like, get rid of that shit. And you gonna have 2 albums sell. People gonna be scared to listen to your album and shit. Oh shit, I gotta go take a test.
Yeah, I don't think I could deal with like half-ass management. Like, if you don't, I mean, now certain things don't have to take like a shitload of thought to be good, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to feel like you just didn't try at all.
So okay, I know you said manager, but would you consider Bad Boy a half-ass label?
No, they has a lot of viable artists.
But did any of them have longevity?
Faith. 112 did. Not many. But the time that they were out, the time that the artists were out, it's like they couldn't lose.
I felt like Bad Boy Street Team. I couldn't work the locks. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I'm not gonna say it was half-assed, but I think Diddy was not in it with his artists for the long run. And I don't care nothing about that bullying shit. You can bully me. Don't be coming up in my face. Can't do it one-on-one. Better get your goons.
It would probably, I don't know, given the way that it was run, it was probably along the lines of, I want to do all this shit on my own. I don't want to ask for help to get these artists out there. You want to take all the credit type shit. And it's to me, it seems like that's what probably could have happened.
Dancing all in the videos. And I like Diddy, but I do. I just felt like for me, well, you know me for a long time. Whenever I do some shit, I want longevity out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like he provided longevity for any of his artists. Like, let's see, who's had the most albums? Maybe Mace? Probably 3 albums. I can't think of anybody who went past 3 albums.
Oh, let's see.
Because Big got 3, but he was deceased on the 3rd one, which he should have kept that shit.
I don't even remember. What was the 3rd one?
Born Again. The one with the picture with him like that, with his hand out.
I remember the cover.
They just
I couldn't tell you what songs came off of the album, though.
I like the one, Dead Wrong, with him and Eminem.
Oh, the big or the strong?
Yep.
Okay.
And my favorite song on that was the one he had with Cash Money. That was dope. Outside that, they could have kept it.
Let's see.
I can't think of anybody that have more than 3 albums. Cause I think Mary only stayed for 1 album. Then, like I said, Big had 2. Craig Mack had 2, I think.
Really? I didn't even think Craig Mack went past 1 album.
He had 2. The second one flopped.
Was French Montana still Bad Boy?
Ain't worried about nothing. Ain't worried about nothing. I don't know. I like that song.
I didn't know Janelle Monáe was. I didn't know Janelle Monáe was Bad Boy.
Me either.
Cassie ain't dropped nothing in forever.
That's because she was with him.
Black Rob, he made 1 song.
He had 1 album. He just had 1 good song. Bow Wow.
Maybe that was like later on. Like
when the fuck was Bow Wow ever on Bad Boy?
I don't know. Man, it's Google. You can't believe everything you see on Google.
Yeah, because Lil Jon damn sure wasn't on Bad Boy. Now, I know Stevie J made music. He did production for them. Remember G-Dep? He's a crackhead now.
Ain't no fucking crackhead on this video.
He sure do. Get smacked silly. Get smacked silly.
I think I met G-Dep once. It was...
What crack house I was at?
It was this studio. I forgot what the guy's name was, but when I was working at the airport, one of my supervisors knew this guy who did music, and he was a producer here in Atlanta, and he had a studio not far from, I want to say it was Garnett train station, not too far from there. And I went there and I met with him one day, and he was recording this group at the time. I don't remember who it was. And he was like, I talked to him, we chopped up for a minute, and he was like, all right, tomorrow come by my other studio, where it was like his house, but it was more like a loft. So it was a home and studio all in one. It was close to the downtown. So I went out there, and G-Dep was there. And we walked upstairs, and he was like, hey, this is such and such. It was some other girl that was up there, like just such and such, and it's like, that's G-Dep. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I remember you, you know what I mean? Talked to him for a second, but it wasn't really anything past that. That was one time that I met him, but at that time, he wasn't even doing music.
What was he doing?
Nah, just hanging out.
I actually thought he had potential, cause I liked his rhyme pattern. You know what I'm saying?
Gorilla Zoe was on Bad Boy.
Yes,
He was on MJG. Was on Bad Boy.
They was on Bad Boy South.
That don't count.
I'm just
Sorry, but Bad Boy South does not count. Any Bad Boy South artist.
Well, he built it around Ball and G. Excuse me, because if I'm not mistaken, they were the first ones that he signed, like on the Bad Boy South label. Then he started. Then he had that. If you was with Block ENT, kind of like that hybrid deal. So that's where Jock Zoe. I'm skipping somebody. I can't remember. I'm skipping somebody though. That's bothering me too. Shout out to Gorilla Zoe.
I don't know, man.
Even though E said you don't count on him.
Hey, I ain't saying he had good music, but as far as like, 'cause what was that? Boys in the Hood, wasn't that Bad Boy South too?
Yes.
When they was like trying to,
And Jeezy
that
was
like
Jeezy
some
was on
fucking-
Boys in the Hood.
that was a damn jigsaw puzzle of a group because people came and
It
went
came
so
and went.
damn much,
Mm-hmm.
and the one artist that was actually in that group that I thought was actually gonna do something didn't.
Who was that?
The cat that had the dreads. I can't remember the name at the time. Damn. See, what was the name? What was the name of that group again?
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. All right. Let me see.
Gonna be about 30 Negroes in this one.
Cause that's him right there.
I do not remember.
I cannot remember his name. Let's see. What was his name? It wasn't Gorilla Zoe. It
Nope.
wasn't Jeezy.
Mm-mm.
Jody Breeze.
Jody Breeze, he was good.
I thought he was the best artist when Boys in the Hood first came out.
I agree.
And
he
I
was.
really thought that he was going to be a viable artist and have longevity. And I don't know what happened, but
He was good. You know somebody I used to always think they were gonna be really good?
what
Remember Bo Hagen?
I do remember the name.
Who am I? I'm Bo Hagen, BME representative, and blah blah blah.
Oh, but that was like that was probably the hardest verse I ever heard.
But I thought he was gonna be like a star. But he wrote the fuck out that beat. Like that's something I think is missing with music nowadays. Like sometimes it you know, if you don't have great metaphors or, you know, bringing that message, sometimes you can just ride that beat. And he wrote the fuck out of that. I mean, I remember going to the club, everybody being there, who am I? I'm Bo Hagen, me representative. Like, just going crazy.
Let's see. What is he doing these days?
Bo Hagen?
Yeah.
Oh, man, she worked at the tire place up the street. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They gonna be like, he be fucking shitting on all the people. I don't, though. I respect everybody's hustle. He was like, I was a fan of his. Still am.
I don't know. Like I said, my attention span for artists, it sticks with the times. Like if you didn't make a significant impact in what you were putting out at the time, then I don't remember much about you. But Jody Breeze definitely stood out when he was with Boys in the Hood.
Yep.
And Bo Hagen did have that one song with that verse that was like the verse of the year when that song was out.
That was like for a couple years. Everybody was still bumping that.
I saw Big on Instagram something about I think he made a statement on Instagram that he started or Big Records started like the movement for music in Atlanta or something to that effect. Now, when Big Records was out, every artist that they put out,
Okay.
like, was moving.
I mean, I'm not saying he didn't have an impact, but to me, I always say as far as hip hop in Atlanta, I have to give credit to like Kilo Ali. Cause I remember him before he was Kilo Ali, he was just Kilo. And that was in the late 80s.
But that was him as a solo artist. I'm talking about like as a label or somebody.
Oh, you mean
putting
okay,
out.
as an actual label.
Yeah. Because Big was everywhere.
Okay.
Like I don't know anybody who's from. Well, I couldn't tell you anybody who's from East Point who couldn't tell you where Big Records was located.
Yeah, there it was.
Yeah, where it was located.
I know he's had plenty of vans riding around. I give him that.
I rode like if you was anywhere
It was on
on
MLK,
Camilton
wasn't it?
Road.
It was on Camilton.
It was
Okay.
right there.
I don't know why I see
It's
it
like in like this little plaza. And
Mm.
it's been a couple of things over the years, but it was like the little Big Own Records, little, I don't know if it was a CD shop or whatever it was, but it was like right there off of Countington Road, not too far from like this church, and like right next to some apartment complexes or some shit like that. But,
Okay, I respect that. Since you said as a label, 'cause if you was just saying as an artist getting it started, then yeah, I would disagree.
nah, I think as a label. So I
Okay,
couldn't
fair.
disagree with him with that, because Baby D, East Side, West Side, that you would think that song would start a fight in the club. It probably did, but every time that I was in the club and I saw it and I heard that song come on, it was more of a like, yeah, we from different sides of Atlanta, but everybody was having fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That was probably the one time, well, the one era where I did visit one or two clubs.
Okay.
So
You mean without performing in them?
yeah, without performing.
Okay.
Them. Hanging with I still can't even say his name. But if you heard any of our last if you heard a couple of episodes ago, then it's one of the guys that I was talking about in one of those episodes I used to hang out with a lot.
Then you go to school with those? Yep, in my white tee. Yep, and then you go to school with them?
Nope.
Nope, in them white tee.
If I did, I ain't know.
Now, you went to school with one. Okay, not the white tees, but they had. Remember when they started making out them different
Black tees and pink tees.
You went to school with one of them.
I don't know. Yeah, whoever. I can't tell you.
You went to school with one of them Fruit Balloon Hangs. One of them motherfuckers.
I could not get into that style.
Well, that's one of the trends or fads that I hate is swag rap.
I guess that's a good segue.
That's a great segue.
Trends that you're glad came to an end. Swag rap.
Swag rap.
Long ass white tees look like nightgowns.
I know. As a man, and I mean, you know, not trying to be insensitive to, you know, like LGBTQ or anything like that. But if you are a heterosexual male, how in the hell do you walk around with a t-shirt down to your knees as if your ass is about to go to bed?
Well, bruh, that's not even being insensitive to LGBTQ.
Well, you know, because if you say it looks gay or something like that, then they'll think that you're saying something negative about LGBTQ, which I'm not saying that.
I don't even think anybody from LGBTQ would dress
They
like
wouldn't even
that.
dress like that. But you know, because it looks like a woman going to bed with a t-shirt on.
The sheep of this world.
That's right, you fucking sheep. Skinny jeans is something I hate.
And this song is brought to you by www.whointhehelltoldniggas it was cool to wear skinnyjeans.com. I completely understand wearing jeans that fit you, because I don't know anybody who went through a phase where baggy jeans wasn't in style for them. But like over excessively baggy to the point where your pants are literally underneath your butt cheeks.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense to me.
It don't make sense to me either, because even if you, like for me, and I'm not trying to be graphic or like brag or anything, but I just feel like my midsection too big to wear them type of pants. Just saying, like, I can't, like, I need to breathe. I can't have my shit all balled up like some homework. I can't do it.
To me, it's like this. If I look at it as like I'm the last person to wear a suit.
Okay.
But if you put on a suit that's 3 sizes too big and you look in the mirror, you like, I look like a damn fool.
Like a damn fool. Yep.
It should be the exact same way with with your regular clothes.
Yeah.
So it was like baggy jeans at a point to me was you buy pants.
I hate baggy jeans.
Bigger than what you would wear, and they're baggy on you, but not. I think people took baggy and sagging like to the extreme.
Like, how in the hell do you? I've known people to wear baggy, super baggy pants, and the pants are on their waist because they're sagging. I've never understood that. Like, I won't even lie. God rest his soul. I won't even say his name, but someone I grew up with, he's deceased now. I remember he got into a fight one day in school, and he was winning the fight, but his fucking pants fell. So the momentum shifted. So he got his ass whooped. Like, he was winning, like straight up winning, but because his pants was on his fucking thighs, and as you tussling, the fucking pants fell. So what's the first thing he gonna grab? His goddamn pants. So he got his ass whooped.
Like, I really don't understand that logic.
I don't either, cause he lost.
Because if two women are fighting and one chick pulls the shirt off of the other,
I love to see women fight.
They still gonna go at it.
Let me rephrase.
They not trying to cover up.
Well, you gotta think about when you're a teenage boy, you know, you worried about like your dick size and stuff like that, because you don't want everybody to be like, look at this dick, and all that stuff. So I
you
get
rather
it.
get your ass whooped?
I probably would. Let me see.
If women can fight with their shirts off,
but titties are titties. Like women don't get judged off the size of their titties.
So what would you?
We get judged off the size of our
dicks. Would you
dicks.
rather be talked about because you got a small penis or because you got your ass whooped?
I'd rather be talked about because I got my ass whooped. I didn't think about it. When you're a teenager, you know, I mean, okay, come on, bro. How many girls did you dry hump? And then they be like, you know, if you know, be like, wait, come on, let's do something. You be like, oh, not right now. I don't like the look of it.
I'm not getting my ass whooped for nobody if my pants fall.
Then you know what? Then you be walking in the hallway and shit. They be like, there go baby E. There go baby E.
You see what I did to the last dude who was talking shit.
I'm gonna pass. I want y'all to say, look at that nigga. That nigga look like Rocky Balboa after fighting Clubber Lang. I don't care. I just say as a teen. Now if I get into a fight and my pants fall off, you just see my dick. I don't care.
These days, there's no reason for your pants to fall off in a fight.
But they shouldn't.
that sounds like outrageous. Like I don't know what was happening.
I'm just saying, like, women don't get judged off the size of their titties. Because if anything, like every time I've seen girls fight, like get down to the nitty gritty, you gonna see titties anyway.
Yeah, I can't say that I've seen a fight between two women where a shirt didn't come off.
Yeah.
I think women like purposely did that when they fought. I think they purposely did that when they fought.
Well, true. I mean, like,
they either grabbing hair,
yeah,
or they trying to pull the other person's shirt off. And I don't know if it's like to like pull the shirt over their head or embarrass them. But
how are you embarrassing them over titties? Nobody cares about titties.
Dudes don't.
We don't either. I mean, women don't care. Men don't care. You think the girl's gonna be going down the hall? Look at that small titty bitch. Girl, you can't say nothing about nobody, girl. Look at your titties. They small, girl. That is not gonna happen.
I don't think it matters during the fight. It doesn't.
Hold on one second. Can I ask you something? Do women care about each other's titties? Like the size?
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
So okay, what we're talking about is like if you're in high school, right, and you get into a fight. Like, okay, no, when you're in high school, you're a teenager. They're gonna care more about the boy penis than the girl titties, right?
No, you're talking about if a dude is getting into a fight in high school as a teenager and his pants fall because he's sagging them, and he would rather pull his pants up so he won't be embarrassed and get his ass whooped but women
take the L or show your dick. Which one?
the girls are gonna fight.
Well, what do you think the boy would choose? Take the L or show the dick? See?
That's ridiculous.
I don't care. My eyes black, tooth chip. You ain't gonna see my dick at 14. Just saying, have me in science class, they be talking about biology, and the baby's eye go, Marlon, shut up, bitch.
right, that's it for today, man.
Have a good night.
One of these days we gonna find a correct way to end our show. We ain't came up with that one.